Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Bankim is asking a question to the master. Bankim to the master: Sir, how can we develop divine love? Master: through restlessness. The restlessness a child feels for his mother. The child feels bewildered when he is separated from his mother and weeps longingly for her. If a man can weep like that for God, he can even see Him. Do we feel that restlessness, that longing to see God, that yearning with which even the world, you can see Sri Ramakrishna again and again says, forsake of family, wife and children. People shed pot full of tears, but who weeps for God? We weep for everything. A child, you see, from the early childhood, weeping for everything he wants. A chocolate, it goes on increasing. Then as he grows, he wants so many things in the world, and weeping continues. It appears to be satisfying him whenever he gets what he is weeping for, but it destroys him. Each seeking of this world, whatever it be, it will create great suffering from within, guilt from within, and it is something that makes him enter into the involuntary state of existence, evolution and involution, getting inward, he's entering into a whirlpool where he's being carried down and down, which he will not know. Just like quicksand. Quicksand, if you by mistake, if you put your leg over, it goes on. The moment you start moving, you will start sinking. You cannot come up. You cannot do anything. It will make you sink. Like that, when I was on the banks of Narmada, I was in a place called Ishwarpur for some time. And there a small stream used to come and join the river every day. So one day I thought, it's a stream, maybe 1 foot 2 feet width. Anybody can cross and go. This much distance, 1 foot, 2 foot is not nothing. Small stream, about 15 inches. Even if you walk through also, nothing should happen. So one day I had to, usually we travel along the banks where there is no water. But I thought I will do, for quick movements and shortcut, I got down. And it is a small slope, raising again, stream passing. I went, and the moment I kept the foot, I'm seeing the surface, but it is not the surface. It is slush. And it has no base. It has surface, but without base. And the moment I kept, I started sinking. I leaned over the land. I am trying to pull my body up. It is my whole body sliding down into it. Then somehow I put my weight on my back and hand had not yet touched. I could pull myself up holding the grasses on the surface. Suppose, then I went up and saw, I put a stick and saw it is about 12 feet depth. How that you'll keep, you move, you start sinking, move, you start sinking. This was not a quicksand, but a slush appearing to be hard and full. Like that, the moment you enter into the world, the moment you touch the enjoyments of the world, you start sinking down. So, how to compensate till you are able to get that strength to renounce and go away, come out of that. This is the most important turning point in life, to turn away from the enjoyments which has arrested us, and we are in the prison house of nature only because of this. And nights pass, and we are sinking more and more. This is involution. The other thing is evolution. It is higher, it's growing up. Whirlpool takes you inside. This is involution. That is evolution. The divine, serving others, weeping for others, giving up all enjoyments for the sake of others, happiness of others, striving, working day and night for the welfare of our own evolution and for the help, serving others to come up in their life. This is evolutionary process. It takes you to higher levels of consciousness, finally releases you from all bonds of the world, bondages and sufferings forever. You enter into life eternal in the process of evolution. A life eternal of everlasting bliss, peace and total freedom from the nature. After, what is mukti? Mukti is mukti from nature, prakriti. Suppose I leave my job, I am free from the job entanglements. If I leave the house and go away, I am free from the house. I am mukta from the house, bonds of the house. But am I mukta from my mind? Wherever I go, I carry that dirty mind. Again and again, it drags me into the world. That mind I am carrying. I may go and sit in the forest where nobody is there. Still my mind is there, which is going to pull me down to the cheap enjoyments of the world. So what is that state? From where do we get mukti? Mukti from my own mind, from my own vasanas, tendencies that have developed, from my own karmic load which is making me run after the world, from all those, from internal. Mukti is not from the external world. It is from the internal holdings I am getting released. So we emerge out of the nature. Now, if I want birth, I can take birth at my will. Nature, death at my will. That is mukti. Mukti is exemption from all laws of nature. Nature cannot bind you anymore. Your sukha dukkha, your janma mrityu, and all are within your possession. If you want, you can have. If you don't want, you can have 100 lives at a time with 100 bodies together. Because laws of nature do not apply to you once you transcend and go beyond. That is the mukti from the prakriti, nature, forever. At the approach of dawn, the eastern horizon becomes red. Prabhata. Jivana Prabhata. Life also will have one turning point, serious turning point, where it from running into the world, it slowly starts climbing up. This is इस मोड़ से जाते हैं. From that turning point, everybody passes. At one place, at one time, it stands and looks, there are two paths. Where should I go? It doesn't know where to go. Most of the people come to that mode, that turning point, and look around. This is empty, nobody is there. Here you see, all are rushing and going. He follows this path of enjoyments and possessions of the world and gets caught there. All 99.9% people will follow the Gatanugatiko Lokaha. When sheep goes, all sheep will follow its path. It does not see, because that is going, it's going. Others are going, I am going. It doesn't think, stop and think, where am I going? For what? What am I seeking? Where should I go? What should I get? He doesn't think. Because it is the pravaha. He has fallen into the pravaha. And pravaha is taking him till he collides somewhere, and there is a great calamity in the life which reminds him of another path. Go back to the turning point. Take the other route. You will enter into eternal life. This is sunrise. He is seeing new light, new life, new things coming up in life, everything joyful, everything freedom. He is in ocean of bliss, ananda. You are searching for a drop of sukha in the world, running after the world. Now he is in the ocean of ananda. At the approach of the dawn, the eastern horizon becomes red. Then one knows it will soon be a sunrise. Likewise, if you see a person restless for God, you can be pretty certain that he has not long to wait for his vision. When, just like before the sun rises, the dawn appears, his heart starts panting for God. When he starts becoming restless for God, then you can understand that it is dawn. The sun is going to rise. He is going to get illumination. He is going to get enlightened. He is going to get the vision of God. He is going to transcend all the bonds and sufferings forever. A disciple asked his teacher, "Sir, please tell me, how can I see God?" "Come with me," said the Guru, "I shall show you." He took the disciple to a lake, and both of them got into the water. Suddenly, the teacher pressed the disciple's head under the water. After a few moments, he released him, and the disciple raised his head and stood up. The Guru asked him, "How did you feel?" The disciple said, "Oh, I thought I should die. I was panting for breath." The teacher said, "When you feel like that for God, then you will know you have not long to wait for His vision." The human body is given exclusively for realization of God, for transcending the nature and go. But we misuse the body, misuse the intellect, misuse the mind to enjoy the world. So the suffering comes. The purpose for which the body is given is to transcend and go beyond. To Bankim, let me tell you something. What will you gain by floating on the surface? Dive a little underwater. Here comes the picture, real picture. All sadhakas, most of the sadhakas we see in the world, they go and sit, do the japa, sit for dhyana. They withdraw the mind a little, like taking the vehicle in reverse gear into the garage, ready to go out. They sit for some time. Think of God, rather try to think of God, because mind is turned outside. It is waiting to get up and run. It has been forced to sit there. It will start thinking of the world instead of thinking of the God. It will be thinking of the world. And it is sitting there for the time pass to get up and run. So this is not the sadhana. This is not meditation. The mind has to be turned inward. It should not be outward, withdrawn and sitting for some time and running away. It is turning inward, taking an inward dive. He has to dive within. He has to take the inner journey, antaryatra, transcending one by one layer, annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, anandamaya, all one by one layer he has to pass, practicing every day, sitting only, whole world is forgotten. How to go inside, how to turn inward, how to take first step to enter inside. The whole attention, whole thing, the moment we see, it is not the matter of time. It is matter of quality. Do it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it is sufficient. But exclusively giving up the whole world, 24 hours are given to you every day. How many hours can you give to God? And God doesn't expect it, even 20 hours or 30 hours, nothing He expects. He expects few minutes given to Him, where you have forgotten the world, forgotten your body, turned inward, looking at Him. You come 5 minutes. Can you not give 5 minutes in 24 hours to exclusively that 5 minutes you have forgotten yourself, forgotten the world? Just like children sitting in front of TV, forget the world, forget themselves, forget their duties, their school, nothing. They are absorbed in it, in the TV. Can you not get absorbed in God for few minutes? That's all what is. Quality is most important, not quantity. Whole day you might be sitting and thinking of something else. Or you may sit for few minutes, completely absorbed in God, that you have forgotten the world and forgotten the body. Bankim, Sri Ramakrishna study, let me tell you something. What will you gain by floating on the surface? Dive a little under the water. Gems lie deep under the water. So, what is good of throwing your arms and legs about on the surface? In sadhana, you have to dive within. Diving is the most important part. Diving within. You are diving within yourself. Just like you go to the sleep, leaving one by one bodily covers, physical body, subtle body, causal body, how you are going. In the same way, you will forget the physical body. As you go, turn inward and go, you start experiencing new dimensions, unimaginable, unexplainable. What you are going to experience inside when you turn inside and go is unimaginable. When you go in reverse gear, you are leaving the body, entering into mind, leaving the mind and entering into deep sleep, and coming out. But when you turn inward and go, the scene is entirely, your new dimensions are opening of consciousness, Chaitanya. It is Chaitanya Sagara you are entering. And imagine what would be the each dimension. We are in the Bhu. And just imagine what would be the higher levels of consciousness. With open eyes, this world, how it looks, you see. How would the other higher planes of existence would look if you enter within and start going. So those experiences are entirely different. It is not empty, sitting for meditation, closing eyes. No. It is experiences. We have not turned inward and started going inward. Otherwise, nothing of this world can be compared to the joys that you get. Even few minutes, if you can go, first layer if you transcend, the bliss starts beginning at very high level. You cannot imagine what is. You are coming away from the body. Body is what is binding. So it is, you are getting so much of freedom, so much of joy, so much of peace. An image which you can never find in each layer you transcend and go, the higher and higher dimensions are opening for you. Everything is compatible. Now morning we saw, we were chanting Taitiropanishad. In that, the Ananda from the Sarva Vittasya, he has got a person who has strong body, strong mind. He can enjoy anything, free, everything, and the whole world is his. All enjoyments are with him. What the joy he would get. Now we are like beggars. We don't have anything, but we want to enjoy. We don't have capacity also to enjoy. But he is not like that. A person is there who has capacity to enjoy, has the all powers, and all enjoyments are within him. The whole world, he can enjoy anything freely. Such a person's enjoyment is considered one human unit. Each higher experience, it goes on multi 100 times. And from the higher and higher experiences is going through, and each it is measured 100 times, 100 times, 100 times. Unimaginable dimension is taken into the Brahmananda. Karma Deva, Deva Deva, then Brahaspati Ananda. And each stage of Ananda, he adds a line, Shrotriyasya Akamahatasya, Shrotriyasya Chakamahatasya. Unsmitten by desire, Akamahata. Shrotriya, he has known the meaning of life. He is Shrotriya. He knows what is right and what is wrong, what is real and what is unreal. Nitya, Anitya. What is permanent, what is impermanent. All that we are holding is impermanent. What all seeing is passing. What is unchanging, eternal reality we are not able to see. We are holding on to everything. Body is changing. It's going to perish. Children, family, enjoyments, everything is going to perish, perishable. Two important features of this world, everything is changing. Impermanency and uncertainty. Everything is, tomorrow what is going to happen is uncertain. Whatever is there today is impermanent. So he says, Akamata, one not smitten by desire. Hata is destroyed. Kama has destroyed him. Kama has caught him. Desires have caught him. He cannot enjoy. Desires. He is caught his. He wants to enjoy. Desires has caught him because he is caught he cannot enjoy. He must have freedom to enjoy. So each time akamahata, one is not smitten, caught by the desire, he experiences every stage. Every stage is within. Like if you work 1 month, you get so much money. If you work for 2 months, you get double the money. If you work the same at a different level, one day if you work, so much money you will get. Like that, different levels, different dimensions you work, different fruits you get. But he says, you are getting a multi-millionaire here is there. You are getting $10 million. He is got already. If you work like this, you will get $50,000 million. He has got already. Like that, akamata, if you are free from all desires, Holy Mother says, one who is desireless is enlightened. So, like that, if desire is not there, every type of enjoyments of the higher dimension is experienced at the same time. He is like a multi-millionaire and looking at all people earning and begging and living in the world. Some is having huge job, he is getting $1,000 million in every month. He can just, it's a throwaway money for him. Like that, akamahata. Anybody enjoying any type in the world, anywhere, is already with him. Akamahatasya. Shrotriyasya cha akamahatasya. He Shrotriya, he knows nitya nitya vastu viveka. Most important thing is, this is nitya, this is anitya. We have to hold on to the nitya. So that's what Sri Ramakrishna is telling here. At the approach of dawn, and then you will see that sun is going to rise in no time. The disciple asks, how will I realize God? He takes to the pond and dips him under. When he is panting for breath, he lifts his head and asks, how did you feel? Do you feel restless for breath? Yes. Then when you feel restless for breath like this, for realizing God, you will get the realization of God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.